Hi guys, welcome to Dunwoody High School. My name is Maggie Riddle and I'm currently a junior at Dunwoody. In this orientation video, I'm going to take you guys on a brief tour and give you some tips for your first few weeks as a Wildcat. Before we start the tour, here are some tips that I think would be best to know for the first day of school. The doors to the school open at 7:30, but if you arrive before 7:45, then you must wait in the gym. If you are getting school breakfast, then you can eat in the cafeteria. There are 6 main staircases in the building. One in the lobby takes you down to the science hallway. The 2 on the sides of the school are the busiest, and those take you downstairs and up to the 3rd floor. And the 3 towards the back of the school also take you downstairs. The buses will be lined up in front of the school at the end of each day. By the front doors, there will be a list of the buses and the order that they are in that day. Dual enrollment students who arrive early to the building must wait in the cafeteria before their next class. In order for seniors to be allowed to park on campus, they need to be selected in the lottery. If they are selected, they will then be given a numbered spot in the student parking lot. The attendance office is for the checking in and out process. Whether you are going to be gone all day or for just a doctor's appointment, you will need to scan the QR code and fill out the form. Appointments will need a confirmation for them to be counted as excused. Notes for all-day absences can be dropped off in the green folder on the door. Here is a sample of one of my schedules from a previous year. There are 4 lunch groups, A, B, C, and D, and each are during 3rd block. A is typically for math, B for social studies, C for language arts, and D for science. In this schedule, I had D lunch because I had science 3rd period. These are the counselors. They're who you can talk to if you have any questions about your schedule or need it changed. Keep in mind, you can only change it within a certain period at the beginning of the semester, and they will not accept any change requests over the phone or email when we go back to in-person learning. The nurse's office has now moved from the 1st floor to the 2700 hall across from Miss Preston's room. When we come back to in-person learning, there will be directional signs around the school reminding you which way to walk in the halls. That's it for the tip section. Before we start the tour, I want everyone to know that the halls on the main floor and the bottom floor create a square so that it's easier to navigate. This is the buzzer to enter the building. All students, parents, and any other visitors need to ring it to be able to enter. Then the security guards will unlock the doors. This is the main lobby and the security desk. Here's where any visitors can check in, and across from this is the entrance to the main office. This is the main office, and here you will find Miss Mitchell, and if you have any questions about the school, this is your place to start. Back here are the administrators' offices, including Miss Cole. This is the cafeteria, and across from here is the attendance office. This is the cafeteria. There are 4 main lunch groups, A, B, C, and D, and each is based on which class you have during 3rd period. A is typically for math, B for social studies, C language arts, and D science. Use the staircase as an easy way to get down to the science hall. This is the media center, and here you will usually find Miss Hawk, the media specialist, at her desk. And over here is the exit. Right behind me is the 3rd entrance to the cafeteria. Back here is the 2700 hallway, or the art hall. Back here are art classes and family consumer science classes, such as early childhood development and food nutrition and wellness. When you leave the art hall, you pass the lobby and you get to the registrar's office and the counseling suite. Right here is a staircase which takes you downstairs to the science hall and the locker rooms. Right here is another staircase which takes you to the weight room and the gym lobby. Right here is the Language Arts and Literature hallway. It is the 2100 hall. Here are going to be the majority of your language arts classes, as well as some electives and the writing center. I'm standing in one of the two social studies hallways. It is still considered the 2100 hall, and if you keep walking down, it'll take you back to the security desk. This is one of two staircases which can take you up to the third floor. It is the busiest staircase in the school, so if you know you have to take it, make sure to leave yourself a little bit of extra time. This is the third floor. The majority of the classes here are math classes, and you'll know if you have a class up here if your room number begins with 3. We are currently standing in front of the Video Production and Film Academy, one of the 3 academies here at Dunwoody, along with finance and journalism. All of these you have to apply to, and it's something special that only Dunwoody has to offer. Down here is one of the staircases to get up to the third floor. Be aware that it is one of the busiest staircases, and if you go down the hallway behind me, it'll take you to the cafeteria and the security desk. At the bottom of the stairwell is the auditorium and the auditorium lobby. In there are drama classes and chorus classes, and most class meetings will be held in there as well. Outside of the auditorium are the auditorium pods, or the A pods. You'll know if you have a class in one of these if your room number begins with A. Both of these are social studies classes. The main hallway on the bottom floor is the 1700 hall, which is one of 2 science hallways. This is the 1500 hall, where some of your social studies classes will be. The doors behind me lead to the engineering hallway, or the 1600 hall. Some students call it the slanted hall. In there is also a staircase which takes you up to the art hall. This is the 1300 hall, or the other science hall. Between this one and the 1700 hallway, most of your science classes will be here. Across from this is the staircase by the counseling office, which will take you down to the locker rooms. This is the Foreign Language Hall, or the 1100 Hall. At the end of it is the Discipline Office, where you can find Assistant Principal Mr. Blake's office. Right next to the Discipline Office is a stairwell which can take you to the gym lobby. If you walk through the stairwell, it'll take you to the gym lobby, which has the concession stand and the entrances to the gym. And here's the gym. If you go down either of these two staircases, they will take you to the locker rooms. Down here is the band room and the girls' locker room, and at the other end is the boys' locker room and the orchestra room. When you come up the stairs by the boys' locker room, the left takes you to the gym, the right takes you to the science hallway, and up takes you to the counseling office. Outside of the gym and by the student parking lot are the parking lot pods. These are where some of the other core classes are. You'll know if you'll have a class in one of these if your room number begins with P. There are 4 classrooms in each pod. Starting in the first pod is science, which is P 1 through 4, foreign language, which is 5 through 8, literature, which is 9 through 12, and math, which is 13 through 16. And that's it for the tour. I really hope you guys found this helpful and that you're now ready for your first day at school. Go Wildcats!